Eye of the Storm, featuring Monex and the world-renowned commodities research firm, the CPM Group, led by Jeffrey M. Christian.
Hello, my name is Sean Brasney, Sales Director for Monex Deposit Company. I have the pleasure of being here again with Jeffrey Christian, Managing Partner and Founder of CPM Group and one of the many analysts over there at CPM Group. Thank you for joining us today, Jeffrey.
Pleasure to be with you, Sean, personally, and with Monex on a corporate level.
We're here at the end of the year, and we had our report this year, 2023 Precious Metals in the Eye of the Storm. And I just can't help but taking a little bit of a victory lap. It's really more your victory lap, I think, than anything else, because we started off the year and the theme was perfect in the fact that you called for some calmness in the precious metals market while we potentially had quite a bit of stuff going on around us. Banking crisis and the wars going on in Ukraine and now in Israel, and deficit spending looks like it doubled this year on deficit spending, and all these things that were kind of swirling around us. But when you look at the year and how it played out, came into the year with silver right around 24, really traded between 22 and 24. I know we saw some spike up there into 25 and 26 and a spike down near 20, but overall stayed within about a $2 range throughout the year. Gold traded between 1,800 and 2,000, really played between, really stayed in the 1900s for most of the year. Gosh, the dollar, 101 to 105, 4 basis point range, it kind of stayed in. Platinum, 1,000 to 800, stayed within a range. And it was just the perfect theme for this year, and you hit it on the nose again. But it brings me to the end of the year and wanting to talk about what you might see coming into next year. How might it be different and why?
It was a good call. And we have been in the eye of the storm because there are all these problems that have been swirling around, as you said, and they're still there. Some of them have gotten worse. New ones have arrived. And we think we're sort of getting to the edge, the back edge of the eye of that storm. And then 2024, we're going to get back into the storm. And one of the things that we're focusing on for 2024 and 2025 is a extremely high degree of unpredictability. We have this litany of problems, political problems, both domestically in the United States and other countries, and then globally. We have a litany of financial market concerns and economic problems and deficit spending and growing sovereign debt and growing private debt as well as sovereign debt around the world. There's this enormous amount of problems to deal with, and we're going to have to deal with them, and we're probably going to have to deal with them in 2024 into 2025 and maybe even in 2026. And in dealing with them, we're facing uncertainties because you look at it politically, the events that are going on in the United States, we had a bout of this kind of dysfunctionality in government and divisions in society in the 1930s. Roosevelt, FDR's Secretary of War, in his memoirs said, the only person who kept the United States from becoming a dictatorship in 1932 was FDR, because there was this great impulse in the people who were supporting him and other candidates for the president, whoever won, to sort of take over dictatorial powers to get us out of the Great Depression. And we had this bout of that in the 30s, but that's 100 years ago, 90 years ago. We're in unprecedented territories, both in terms of domestic politics and in terms of the growing number of international crises. Ukraine, Middle East, Taiwan is out there as a potential third leg of major problems, as well as other less militaristic and less dramatic problems that we're facing. And then financially, we have a lot of issues and economically. And Jerome Powell has said it repeatedly, as has CPM Group. We're going into this period which is unprecedented economically and financially. The tools that the Fed and other central banks used to get us out of the Great Recession and the global financial crisis in 2007 to 2011 probably won't apply and work where we're going now, because we've never been here financially and economically to where the world and the United States are now. So there's a tremendous amount of uncertainty as to how it all shakes out. In that environment, you want to continue to own gold, and you want to take the opportunity of any calm period remaining. Maybe it's the next 3 months, maybe it's the next 6 months, maybe it ends in January. You want to take the period of remaining calm to stock up on gold and silver before we get back into the next leg of the storm. And that's our view for 2024. It's a pretty scary view, but it is what it is.
Well, we're looking forward to the new year and the new reports that we're going to be coming out with. We at Monex are really proud of our relationship with CPM Group, a data-driven research for the precious metals sector, and it just really helps to give grounding and put us on solid ground when you have the echo chamber of the internet out there and all the news that could be swirling around. Again, we advise our viewers and our listeners to call Monex, talk to an account representative, get your free report for 2023 before they're gone and before we head into the new year and have the new report for you. Thank you for your time today, Jeffrey.